FM News Talk 97.1. On-demand audio.
We played the video for you a little bit ago of Leland Robinson, who is a guy who just was in Denver, showed up at a rally. Do we have this audio? Showed up at a rally. Had a Gadsden flag.
Where do you have it on? What number do you have?
Audio from yesterday.
Ew.
With a Gadsden flag. Stood there with this flag, and apparently all eyes were on this guy instead of on the actual rally. And you heard the verbal altercation because people rushed towards him. And there was one woman who, I mean, it really boggled the mind. She was saying, well, do you have any children that you claim? And I'm thinking, that you claim? What is that inferring? And he joins us. Leland Robinson is on the phone with us right now. Leland, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon, Dana.
So you had never been to a tea party before in your life?
That's the first time I've ever been involved in anything like that.
So what made you decide, I'm going to kind of stop by and see what's going on today, just out and about?
No, I've been kind of a closeted conservative. The fact that I'm also gay really kind of put me in a double closet situation. And I had just recently been in contact with a Christian man that, as of today, I've never really met in person, but he gave me an email that told me about the rally that I decided to show up for.
So you went there and you saw that there were the Tea Party folks that were standing. It looks as though they were standing kind of at the bottom of this big old staircase, and all of the union protesters were at the top. And you decided, I'm going to go stand up here. I'm not going to go high. Tell me what happened when you got there and why you chose to kind of stand out where you did.
Well, I'm a native of Colorado, and I love America. I'm an entrepreneur, and I've been working my butt off. I'm a registered Republican ever since I was 18 years old. And with everything that's going on with the country right now and Barack Obama, I didn't want to just show up and hide back in a corner. I stood up there minding my own business, and basically they came to me, and the videos basically showed you what I had to endure, which was actually, it was an awesome experience for me. I mean, when you have an opportunity to stand for the truth, you have people that say really stupid things to try to prove their point, which they didn't really have one.
Right. And there were a couple of women that were with the union protesters. Some of the things that they said, and I'm not sure what your perspective is. I thought one of the things that came from one of the women's mouths just sounded a little bit racially tinged to me, because she was saying, well, do you have any children that you claim? And I mean, I don't know what your perspective was on it, but I was kind of watching it, and it kind of took me back a little bit. I felt as though, and I think that really any Tea Partier, when you talk to, the opposite ideology, they're very kind of condescending when they speak with you. But I thought that was a little shocking, because they really honestly didn't know what you believed, aside from the fact that you had a flag there.
Yeah, and she was trying to assume that she actually knew me, and it's just really surprising to me that they just pull all sorts of things out of their head that they want to discuss with me that are completely irrelevant to why they were even there that day.
Right. And you made a very good point in that you said, well, you don't have to have kids to understand education. I thought that was a fantastic point that you made. You
don't. I'm an Eagle Scout, and I've ran Boy Scout troops a few years ago, and, I've been around children. I come from a very large family, and I've had hundreds of thousands of people. I was an uncle at 5 years old.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
I've been changing diapers a long time. So, you don't have children to know what is best for children. And with the education system and teachers the way that they are right now, I'm just not willing to sit idly by anymore and allow people like that to say stupid things.
And you're a hardworking guy. Do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Well, currently I'm sitting in beautiful Denver, Colorado, in Washington Park, just a few minutes from my alma mater, South High School, where I graduated. I'm a very talented individual. I started work when I was 12 years old, throwing newspapers, working out at Lowry Air Force Base Commissary, sacking groceries, bought my first car at 15.
Wow.
I had my second car, which was a 69 Mach 1. I'm 18 years old. I have two cars.
Wow.
I'm a machinist. I have a degree in I'm a journeyman machinist. I used to belong to the Rubber Workers Union. I worked at Gates Rubber Company, so I know all about unions and how actually Gates had to close down the factory because of the union. It was too expensive for Gates to actually send down the work to our machine shop. They had to farm it out to other machine shops in town. Consequently, that's why a lot of our jobs are being sent overseas, is because these unions are making it unaffordable for the companies to do business. Currently, I'm sitting in a limousine. I drive limousines for a living. I'm an interior designer, but because of Barack Obama's policies, has totally shut down construction.
Well, absolutely.
So I'm paying the rent. I've got 3 different limousine companies that I drive for just to pay my own rent. And the woman was trying to tell me, because I'm dressed to the nines in my beautiful suit, that I don't know how to work hard. She obviously doesn't know what an entrepreneur has to go through to be in business.
Amen. Leland Robinson, God bless you. It's America talking right there, I tell you. Thank you for doing what you do. And I think we'll be seeing you out and about at maybe more of these events in the future.
Yes, Dana, and I hope and I encourage all conservative young black men, women, gay, straight, whatever you are, if you love your country, get out of the closet and start letting people know where you stand.
Leland Robinson, we got a hard break
stand
here.
Up for your country.
Thanks so much.
This is The Dana Show.